Hey there! It is exactly 7:30, so I'm not late. Okay, that was very cocky introduction. Anyway, here we go. Now I have the chat open on my phone, so I can actually see what your guys are talking about. So, yeah! Hi! Welcome to the stream. I wait for it to load before I actually start blathering properly. Although I must apologize beforehand that it has been a little bit slow day. If it seems like I'm a little bit laggy as a human being, that is why. But I bet that as this stream gets along, and if this actually turns out to be a good stream, then yeah, no sweat. This is gonna be perfect. So yeah, hi Nina. Hi Ivy, hi Snow, Fox Ice Dragon. Welcome to the stream. I'm sad barely anyone watches you. Do you mean like on a stream level or? I hope you enjoyed the couple of seconds you got to be here. Oh, actually, before I start, I probably should share my screen. That would be ideal. Okay, stuff is freezing for a second. Sorry if that caused any like lag, but here we go. Now I have actually shared my screen, so yeah, at least I didn't forget about it. Yeah, hi Space Wolf 123 and hi Petra, hi Galaxy Meow Meow, hi Ahogas, hi Bubbles Animates. Welcome to the stream. How are you? I'm actually okay. Today has been fairly good. I can't complain, but as I said earlier, today I've been productive, but today has been kind of slow. I guess because it has been raining outside, so it affects it affects my mood in a weird way. But anyway, I hope this is gonna turn out to be a lovely stream. So yeah, I hope your headache is better now, though. So yeah, how are you people? And how are you, Ivy? And hi, Anna Ray Wolf. Hi, Chat Minio, and hi to you who has like a Russian username. Unfortunately, I can't pronounce it. Thank you very much, Galaxy Memo. I'm really happy to hear that. What are you drawing? Actually, what I'm currently doing, you can actually find it from the description below. But the short version of it, I'm working on a map part. Was there anything else? It seems like here today some people that seem to be new to my stream, so thank you, Hattivatti. I'm happy that my voice is enjoyable. Also, speaking of voice, I'm very sorry if my voice is any like lower quality than it usually would be. For some reason, I couldn't plug in my mic today, But then again, I'm not sure, does it really make that big of a difference? Because my laptop's mic is surprisingly good, considering it's built in into the laptop. So yeah, that's a thing. So yeah, welcome everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to ask them. But please, before you do ask me any questions, please check the description below for frequently asked questions. And just to double check whether the question you're wondering has been answered there. You can also find the program that I'm currently using as the first thing in the description, and also what I'm doing can be found from the description too. If there's a question you can't find an answer from the description below, feel free to ask it. But please don't spam the question. Usually if there comes multiple questions at once, I try my best to go them in order. So please be patient if that happens. Hi, Cat Lover Loftis. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Robot Cat. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the app or program that I'm using can be found from the description. It's literally the first thing you should be able to see. So there is that. Actually, a little common tip for everyone, like if you're wondering what artist is using, please check the description first, because most of the time people actually put in like useful information in the description. So yeah, that's a little cheat. If you want to get to know our secrets, read the description. Plain and simple. Oh wow, so many viewers today. I wasn't expecting this. And yeah, amazing that the chat is being active. And what I use for drawing, if you're asking like mouse or touchpad or anything like that, I'm using a tablet, Vacuum Into's tablet, to be more specific, a small size. How much of the map work have you done currently since last time we spoke? I'm currently, the first scene is fully shaded. Now I'm on to almost fully shaded the second scene out of 4 scenes. So this is coming along pretty quickly, actually. Like very, very quickly. And I'm very satisfied with the speed that I currently have with the progress. So yeah, hopefully I get this done within the next 2 weeks. That would be perfect. Is it easy to animate in Adobe Animate CC? Huh. For me, it took like 1 month to get used to the basics and then learn more like advanced stuff. So I would say Animate is fairly easy. It got its own like, of course, like own complex tweaks and yada yada, just like every program. But like generally speaking, like the tools are pretty understandable. And if you really have trouble, there is like a bunch of tutorials out there. I really like Animate. Some people complain about Animate crashing on them, but for me, I actually have been fortunate enough that Animate doesn't crash on me that much, which is honestly a blessing. If you're like if you really want to get into like animation programs and animate with an animation program, I can highly recommend Animate. As I said, it's pretty easy and clear to understand. I have not updated my Animate yet, but there came an update that added a bunch of new stuff to it, which is making it better to compete with Toon Boom, if I've understood right. So if you know how to be patient or like don't get frustrated very easily when learning new things, I would definitely recommend Animate. Hi Bobcat Paul, welcome to the stream. Hi Rosella 10AG, welcome to the stream. What do you like the most of Maple Shade? What I like about Maple Shade, or the most, what I like about her, is actually as a villain, how she's manipulative. Like, how would I say it? I really like the way how Maple Shade is villain in a sense of that she can be convincing, pointing my case towards Crooked Star's promise. I haven't actually read Maple Shade's Vengeance, but what I know of it, some people, it's very, very dark, which I guess also reflects more onto her character. But like, I really like how Maple Shade is very like convincing. She last manipulate. What's the word? I constantly get it wrong, but I guess you guys know what I mean. Like that's the trait that I like about her the most. Hi Hanami, hey, welcome to the stream. Hi Wild Moon background, Peachy, welcome to the stream. And just like Ivy responded to that question, yeah, this is Tiger Star or Claw. But since I'm shading, you can't see the colors, so whoops. Hi Spoon! I wouldn't say you're late. You're only like 12 seconds late, which is not that bad. You haven't missed much. I've just been answering a bunch of questions that have come by through the chat. So yeah, as I noticed that there seem to be a few more people joining in. Like, if you got any questions or if you want to ask my opinion on something, like, feel free to do that. I love to answer your questions, but please check the description first before asking me questions, because there are some frequently asked questions that I've already answered there. But if there is something out of those frequently asked questions that you would like to know more details about, then of course feel free to do that. Hi, Mr. Brightside. Hi, Lampa. Welcome to the stream. Uh, Also, note to those questions, if you're asking something and the person with blue or people with blue, aka Emma, for example, who is raining colors in the chat, if they happen to answer a question that you're directing to me, it is most certainly like right, or not most certainly, like if they answer something for me, it's as valid as my answer in general. So keep that in mind. It's okay, Emma. Feel free to join me once you get those editing fixes done. Hi, Echilama. Welcome to the stream. If you really enjoy us talking that much, Ivy, then praise yourself for Emma's upcoming Bendy and the Ink Machine playthrough video. There is a couple of hours worth of content to listen through, so yeah, we're not gonna die anytime soon. Oh, what I've seen about the editing, yeah, it's gonna be it's gonna be gold. Yep, I'm 22. Just like Spoon said. Or Prample Taco. Takato, not taco. Oh yeah, maybe I should mute. Yeah, let me mute my phone for a second. I will overprice it. No worries. I can perfectly fine do that. What's up with the mosquitoes today? I actually haven't seen any mosquitoes today, so this doesn't apply to me. But like, seems like there have been a couple of mosquito spottings as of lately, or quote unquote as of lately, aka today. Hopefully those fireworks won't get you. I guess it's the noise that is freaking you out, though. Is your tablet throwing a tantrum? I live in Finland. Oh wow, that's odd. What kind of tablet do you have? Hopefully the fireworks stop soon. Do you celebrate something special right now? Or are they just like random fireworks that some neighbors are currently like firing off? So I guess Russia or Sweden then? Mm. Ah, I see. I guess the age is starting to wait on it then. Welcome back, cat lover Lottis. Yeah, some people tend to get a little bit overly excited when it comes to fireworks. While I agree that the noise that the fireworks make are terrifying, I actually find fireworks very, very, how would I say it? I find them really pretty, and I'm actually very passionate about fireworks. Then again, I'm also like, then again, I'm a New Year's kid, so maybe my birth date has also something to do with it. But yeah, generally speaking, I like fireworks. Although I agree that the loud noise is like very, very freaky. Yeah, you people who are doing currently fireworks, stay safe. Thank you very much, Lampa. I'm glad to hear you like them. Aw, Spoon, that sucks. Have you done something bad for your tablet? Was this a revenge for something? I mean, if you're afraid of like skipping the live stream, you could always like watch the live stream on the side while drawing. I mean, that's a possibility. Possibility that I use semi all the time. Yeah, I guess perhaps it's that. A dark llama. Oh my gosh. That actually sounds like a dark llama. That actually sounds like a villain name, and that villain would be something that nobody takes seriously, and they would be like a black, very fluffy cat who is adorable and tries to be threatening, but no one takes them seriously because of how they look. Oh, how did you manage to break the audio cable on your computer? But I mean, at least your phone still works, so that's something. Oh boy, you don't even know where I live, like specifically, so that's a little bit hard. Unless you're coming to visit some specific convention that I happen to attend to, then maybe. Rest in peace, Capel. Your audio will be long missed. Hi, StarBlast14, welcome to the stream. If you guys are really into nature, then Finland is perfect for that. And especially like a forest areas. And yeah, Finland is known for its lakes. So, but there are some dry areas in Finland too. I mean, Emma, I have to. I live in Finland. Or, of course, I don't have to, but I mean, why not to promote this country that is already so unknown on the freaking world map and it drives me crazy? I wouldn't call, or never mind. Yeah, I personally also really, really love swimming, and where I originally come from, I used to live by the sea or the west coast of Finland. But right now, yeah, this area where I'm currently living at, it barely even has proper lakes. So yeah, water is kind of out of option, and it's it's so sad because I really, really love water. So, and I find like watery places very pretty, such as lakes and seas and etc. etc. I think one of the best things is actually like swimming in a like a natural environment. So like I can swim in swimming holes if they like offer a lot of pools and a lot of like quote unquote activities when it comes to swimming. Like those are okay, but if like a swimming if swimming hole consists only by like a, let's say from 1 to 3 very basic pools, I'm not very thrilled about it. So yeah, I personally really prefer like swimming by the sea or by the lake, or in my case, because I've grown on the Finnish west coast, I really like swimming in the sea. Swim by mistake. If I ever met you during the summertime, Nina, I would be more than happy to track you to swim somewhere if it makes you feel any easier. Swim by mistake. That's the sentence of the day, ladies and gentlemen. Actually, when I was in Ireland, I had 2 German flatmates, and my classmate, who was also on the Ireland exchange with me, she actually surprised me today, or not today, on Thursday, by the fact that our German flatmate had came and visit. So yeah, I like ever since I've been on Ireland, I've been like very intrigued and interested to about going to uh, or not Germany. Because now I have so many different like acquaintances there and friends. So I'm like, I wouldn't mind traveling to Germany because why the frick not? Plus, German people, at least what I met during my exchange, they were very nice people. So that's also kind of like German people seem interesting. Ah, this said flatmate lived like by Munich, so shout Germany. But I mean, if I ever like plan on going to Germany and actually have a possibility to go all around the country, I would be down to meeting people no matter where they live. I mean, it's just up for planning. Looking at everyone who is saying they have social anxiety reflects back to my overly extroverted personality. Hashtag forever alone. Thanks, Nina. I love you too. I actually like now that I some people who have maybe followed me on Twitter, I've actually gone ahead and got some help, referring to a couple of months back when I said that everything was not going well. So I ended up all the way to therapy, and like the psychologist that I've actually visited twice now, she was being like, maybe you got an anxiety, and I guess it's true, but like I wouldn't say I would be anxious about like meeting other people. Like that's maybe something that my extroverted personality saves me from. Although when I meet new people, there is of course at first a little teeny weeny kind of like awkwardness, but eventually when I get used to the situation, I try to kind of like save it and try to come forward and be like, hey, what should we do? And like I can pull up a conversation about the freaking stone on the floor if I have to in order to break the ice. So yeah, that's me. I'm the weirdo. But then again, I guess I run to the problem that I feel anxious about. Like, do they wish me to shut up? Am I talking too much? Which is a completely opposite problem when compared to I don't know, can it be called like introverted problems, but like those who have like a generally like social anxiety in general. Like I have like a completely opposite problems. Like, am I talking too much? And especially when I get comfortable with people, that's where the fun begins. And with fun, I mean I make completely fool out of myself. I guess some people find it entertaining, or some people find it interesting. Squints at Emma. Kiitos Merimursu. Ihana kuulla. Like if I really want to talk, I will freaking make a conversation and like I will talk my heart out whether people like it or not. And I guess it sometimes is not the best trait. Then again, I can also like sense when people seem to be not so interested, or like when they prefer to be more like quiet or at peace, then of course I back off, which I guess is also like a perfect combination with being chitty chatty. Oh, trust me, Star Blast 14, like 70% of the time I don't make any sense. I bet Emma can confirm this. But like, I would like to think that I'm smart when it comes to certain things, but God forbid when I start explaining things, that's when things go off the rail. And that's actually one of the reasons why I'm not so fond of making tutorials, because while I know how to talk and have no problem talking with people, I also have this kind of like, I very easily, when I explain something, I can easily contradict myself or what I have said. So basically, I would say that we can do this, but let's not do, but don't do this kind of thing. And yeah, that's one of the reason why I don't really like want to make tutorials, because I'm like really I'm not afraid to contradict myself, but I know that I have this issue, so making a tutorial feels like a hassle for me. Then again, for people who have been like requesting certain tutorials, like as I've said, I'm keeping those ideas in my mind. Maybe one day I'm brave enough to step up, but knowing the circumstances that me explaining things. Oh, and also when I explain things, I explain them in the longest way possible. I can't narrow things down unless I'm like writing a script and write it 3 times over and over again. Like, I also have that problem, which is not helpful. Not helpful at all. And especially when I get very excited when talking. Yeah, that's also a thing. Hi, Eclipse Violet. Welcome to the stream. I hope your school is doing fine. Or studies, whatever you're doing. I guess judging by the people who are currently chatting on the stream alone, I guess you could like group up and make like a side group. Get to know other shy people. Make more friends. Then again, internet is also a very perfect way to actually like practice talking or having conversations with people. because yeah, you don't have to meet people, and then there is this like I guess lower level of kind of like feeling pressure to do anything. So I mean, hooray for the internet. I'm sorry, Ivy, I'm not gonna buy that. I think actually you're a pretty good person to talk with. I actually have this kind of like I kind of like touched this upon a while ago when I mentioned uh, that I need some time to actually get used to different situations. I actually have the same with kind of like presentations. Short presentations stress me out because they don't give me actually space to get used to the situation. Thus, I feel more pressure to do them. But if it's like a presentation that lasts 20 minutes, that's perfectly fine with me because I actually need that 5-10 minutes to get used to that new situation so I can actually adapt to my new surroundings, if you will. So smaller like school presentations, they are horrible for me. But if I really like, I don't want to use them as an excuse not to do them because I still want to, pass my grade or course, whatever. It's often something that I feel very like, especially if it doesn't go exactly how planned. Then again, that's very ironic because most of the time I improvise my presentations because I barely ever have any time to prepare on them. Don't do like me. Do as I say. But like, yeah. Hi, kitty girl. 08. Welcome to the stream. Shy personality going on a vacation. That's also that's a very very pretty way to say that. I guess the best thing about those kind of like, I guess the best thing about that, what Emma just said, is that you actually get to do it in peace, and like you can prepare it in peace. So you can always like double check for it to be perfect. And when it's actually perfect, you can just like hit play and let everyone see it, and there is like a lower chance of like stuttering or yeah, any kind of embarrassing mistakes or quote unquote embarrassing mistakes. Yeah, I will. I also have Discord on my phone, so even if I wasn't on my laptop, I would be reachable. Yeah, Emma tends to type very fast. That has been proven many, many times over and over. Maybe she's secretly a Sonic. Emma, embrace your inner Sonicness. Gotta go fast. Do I? No, actually, yeah, I do. Sure, Ivy, whatever suits the best for you. How's that video coming along, by the way? If I may buck you that much. Speaking of bugging, or bugs in this case, Pokemon Go is actually having like a bug type, I guess, month. And I'm so happy about it because bug type is actually one of my favorite types. I guess it goes up to like top 5 or something. I really, really like a lot of bug type Pokemons, and now that they are like almost everywhere on that game, I'm like, yeah, getting some pretty little bugs. And there's a chance for a shiny Caterpie, so yeah, that's also a thing. Fair enough. Good luck with that. And Lampe, you missed a complete conversation about shyness. Nothing more. A pet butterfly. Well, I bet you can handle those long to handle spots. Pokemon Go mainly actually motivates me to go out and actually do some exercise. So yeah, that's that's the main thing. They actually now included some kind of on their latest update. They actually included this kind of like how many kilometers you walk. So yeah, and since I'm a very competitive person, I find like some of the tasks that Pokemon Go actually like throws at you. I find them actually worth of fighting for, if that makes sense. Thus, I end up like doing more walking and whatever. Can I order commission you on Twitter? Yeah, My commission price list is on my DeviantArt, but you can commission me through Twitter as well. Same prices apply as on the DeviantArt. The accidents that Pokemon people have had with Pokemon Go have basically been like lack of attention to their nature. And seeing that you're as anxious as you are, I highly doubt that you will get run over by a car because you would be too careful about, running across roads. Again, if you want to like double ensure to the factor that you would be playing safely, you could easily go ahead and like go to a park, local park, or somewhere that you know for sure that you're not, gonna mess up with. So I mean, there is that. Ah, butterflies are beautiful. Also, probably one of the most gorgeous animals that there is. There's also actually like to the commission sheet. There's actually a link on my DeviantArt pinned on top of my. No, wait. The commission journal that I have on my DeviantArt is actually as a pinned tweet on my Twitter. So finding that shouldn't be that difficult. I doubt that there will be a new evolution coming to the Let's Go Eevee/Pikachu because that's gonna be set on Kanto. So yeah, I highly doubt that they're gonna come up with something new there. But maybe next year. Since next year they are planning to release Gen 8. And I haven't even played Ultra Sun or Ultra Sun yet. What beautiful places do I know in Finland? I would say like lakes and forests in general in Finland are very pretty, which are kind of like on their own. Natural reservations also, or nature reservations, what are those? Are also very, very pretty. There was actually a place that I visited a while back, actually last summer, that I found absolutely gorgeous. It's actually nearby Salo. It had a very complicated name, but that area was absolutely gorgeous. It's very hard to pinpoint beautiful places in Finland because I love the nature here. I love it so much. So I'm mainly speaking by like a general, like a general experience. But if you like more barren nature, that is a little bit more open and such, then I guess Lapland is perfect for you. I think the last like proper Pokemon game like from the main series. Oh wait, actually it's Omega Ruby. Never mind. What type is it, Flare? Can you specify what type do you mean? Star Plus 40? Hi, Tiktali. Welcome to the stream. Actually, the place where I currently live, I wouldn't consider this the most beautiful area of Finland, in all honesty. Like, sure, here are some okay forests, and here's actually a pretty nice nature reservation, but other than that, the studying city that I'm currently at, which I hopefully move away next spring when I graduate, yeah, it's not the prettiest. If you ever wanted to ask your question, you can throw it to me on Discord. I can respond to it whenever I get the chance. Speaking of graduation, how is college going? Uh, or university in my case. I guess it also could be called college. The thing with colleges is that I'm actually very confused with that term because in Finland there is no direct translation. So for me, the college seems kind of like something that is like like a mixture of high school and university kind of mix. Anyway, I know I know what you meant, so no worries about that. But like, how's my studies going along? Right now it seems like there is nothing on my way to actually prevent me from graduating, unless something earth-shattering happened. I guess right now what is slightly slowing me down is this motivation to keep my YouTube channel alive at the same time. So, and again, that's also my own fault. So, yeah. But other than that I would like to think that my actually studies are coming along pretty well. As I said, there should be nothing to prevent me from graduating. There is one course though that I have to return an assignment for, but that's easy. That's gonna be a piece of cake. No bigger problem there. The main like thing that I'm more worried about is actually like the thesis that I have to write. But other than that, I guess I will be fine. I hope I will be fine. Yeah, my choppy lady, aka Minia, she is sweetie. Hi, Lulu artist. Welcome to the stream. And okay, cat lover Lottis, have a good evening snack or lunch, whatever. Oh, that's good. That place is gonna be alright. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. At this point, I'm like mainly scared what future holds for me. Like, I'm very, very anxious about it. I know what I want to do, but at the same time, I feel I feel pressure to meet up like expectations, like everyone's expectations, even though there is no expectations to begin with. So yeah, I guess I'm also worried that getting a job will like destroy my activity on like YouTube and such. But like seeing how well I've actually like got along with it, I highly doubt that no matter what job I get, I believe I will remain active. Like as long as I'm breathing and living, I will be active. These are just like kind of like fears for like what is gonna happen in the future. Will everything turn out alright? Like it would be amazing to kind of like be a YouTuber animator. That would be great. But at the same time I know the possibilities for that are so slim. But at the same time I will be working on it, so there is nothing stopping me there. But yeah, a lot of like scary life stuff that feels right now that I can't get through, but at the same time it's just like it's just another obstacle that life just tosses on my way and I will be like I'll be fine. And hi Lulu artist, welcome to the stream. In case I forgot to greet you. My favorite flower. My favorite flower is orchids and some blue bell flowers. I found them very pretty. Yeah, nature is definitely gorgeous. I really love nature. And most of my stories, like most of my original stories involve nature in one way or another, either in an environmental form or then kind of like they are part of the lore somehow. The name sounds familiar. I can't, for the life of me, actually remember right now, but let me actually pay a quick Google research. Ah, these ones. Yeah, these are very pretty too. Welcome back, StarClass14. Welcome to the stream. Hi, Warrior X Heart. Welcome to the stream. Then again, nature is also something that Finnish people value a lot. So I guess thanks to my Finnish roots that I love nature. But then again, in all seriousness, even if I wouldn't have been born to Finland, I bet that I still would be as curious about nature as ever. But yeah, I really love nature. Restaurants where you can feed raccoons? Interesting. Warrior X Heart, the answer for your question can be found from the description, so check it there. And Spoon is also working as your guide. I love swimming, but I don't like rain. I actually like getting wet in general. I don't really like that feeling because I'm like a person who likes to be as comfortable as possible. I can agree that winter is very beautiful time, but then again, I don't like winter because of the cold. I don't have an original song. I like singing though. I really love singing. If I get into a really singing mood, I guess I can sing some, but yeah. One thing that I really like about winter, or like one of the most beautiful things that I love about winter is that when it gets really cold and trees get covered with this kind of frost, glittering frost, like that is absolutely beautiful. I shall see if I happen to capture that kind of photo this year, and maybe I will post it on Twitter. Or even on YouTube, because community tab is nowadays a thing, and I'm actually very happy that feature exists now, because it's something I have definitely wanted YouTube to have for a longer time. Granted, not every. I don't think that you can get it until you have like uh 10,000 subscribers, but I really love the feature. I think that that feature was highly needed. Of course, I don't know how my fellow YouTubers like share these feelings with me about the new feature, but yeah. It's okay, Lampa. Just chill down a little bit. And it's completely fine. If I ever get close to being like a freelance artist slash YouTuber that actually can live on my own, I guess I have to promote Spoon as my personal promoter. Or no? That's not the right word. Advertiser. That's the word. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. No, you keep on breathing. Just keep breathing and breathing and breathing and breathing. No, you're gonna keep on breathing. And my pen almost goes flying. But yeah, there's a little bit of the singing. Yeah, I bet that's gonna happen now. That was actually written by uh, what was this artist? Ariana Grande. But yeah, apparently I sing that good that YouTube is like copyright strike. Oh well, this stream is doomed. It was nice knowing ya. Do you like cartoons? Yeah. I I don't watch a lot of different kind of cartoons, but like generally speaking, I like cartoons. Like, yeah. How could I word it? Like, preferably speaking, I prefer animated content over acted content because I'm artistic like that. Okay, no, but yeah, I generally speaking prefer like animated content over like acted content. Of course, if there is like a acted movie, for example, that is like acted really well and the visuals are on point, then yeah, sign me up. But like, yeah, animation all the way to go. And I guess it's also kind of like, um, and I guess kind of like, um, hi, Rada LGDC, welcome to the stream. And actually, one of the kind of like low-key dreams that I have is actually trying to bring like animation more visible in Finland. Not maybe like I highly doubt that it will ever reach kind of like a Disney kind of levels, but uh, if I could and can actually do something to make animation more visible and maybe more profitable on Finland, I mean, I'll be happy because Finland is a great country. It definitely provides like, you know, basic healthcare and this kind of stuff. And Finland, like in that sense, is very smart where they use their like tax money, free education, cheaper like healthcare, yada yada. But the thing that I guess is, I wouldn't say it's flawed. Like in Finland, art is like generally appreciated, but generally speaking, making living with art in Finland is very, very hard. And if you really break through, then congratulations, you broke through. But it's like it happens to only few and far in between. So I mean, if I, with my own existence, can actually like make something to like help Finnish artists to actually shine through more and actually kind of like do something for it, that would be great. Of course, maybe during my lifetime there won't be any kind of big changes, but if I can actually move something forward, I mean, I'm happy. Oh boy, so many questions. Okay, let's start from the top. Which cartoons do you watch? Currently I'm watching Miraculous Ladybug. That show is killing me. But I'm watching it because the feels. I'm actually like, when it comes to romantic stuff, I'm very, very cheesy. Like, I wouldn't say old school, but kind of like, if I ever like, uh, if I ever get date again, or if I ever get a boyfriend again, and if he bought me chocolate, like that would make my day happy, like so happy. I'm so cliche romantic that it's even it's not even funny. Um, yeah, Miraculous Ladybug is currently what I've been watching actively as of lately, and also recently I've been starting to kind of like, I've watched a few episodes of Kim Possible here and there, and I'm actually seriously considering rewatching it again because Kim Possible is great, amazing, I love it. Do you like Marmalade and Moomin? Moomin is very, like, it hits close to home. I actually used to watch Moomin Trolls when I was little. So, yeah, Moomins were great. And do you like marmalade? Mm, so. If the marmalade is too sweet, I like marmalade that tastes natural, but I don't like marmalade that is overly sweet. Um, do you like pizza? I do like pizza, and yep, just like Ivy said, I like pineapple on pizza. Oh, salmon is great. How to Train Your Dragon is actually a movie series, I guess. Like, there are 2 movies out of it, and there's like a mini animated series out of it, and now there is coming a 3rd movie of it, which I'm also very excited for. I really like the How to Train Your Dragon movies, 1 and 2, which are actually one of the few movies that I've actually seen. Hey Emma, I don't know, are you still watching or paying attention, but when the How to Train Your Dragon movie comes out, wanna watch it? Welcome back, Cat Lover Lottis. I'm not sure what squishies are, but slime is interesting. I don't hate slime. I definitely am, like, I guess, more positive side when it comes to, like, how does it feel. But, like, I'm not crazy over slime. I guess that's the easy, easy middle way go to answer for that question. But yeah, Emma, we will be watching that movie whether you like it or not. Or actually, that should be something that you say, but whatever. I took it. We need to prepare some popcorn. Oh, maybe we could do some chocolate ganache again and maybe get some ice cream and maybe eat some candy on the side. Getting very unhealthy, but anyway. Oh yeah, those banana popsicles. Those would be great. In case you haven't noticed, I'm crazy about food. Oh, Emma, hear me out. What if we make those banana popsicles and some chocolate ganache on top of it? about banana popsicles with chocolate ganache. You can't leave me hanging like this. Emma! No! Come back! She left us. Thank you for the reminder, though, Spoon. I definitely should get down to trying those banana popsicles. And whenever I get down to doing those popsicles, I will report back to you how they actually are. Although I probably will end up making some improvising on my own. I mean, go for it. Please link it to me over Twitter or through the Twitter DMs. Jeez, Emma is getting some shade. No, I don't play Animal Chan. Okay, Lampa. I hope you have a good night. And I hope you enjoyed your stay on the stream. Cheers, Spoon. Actually, probably should go ahead and fill my water bottle. Jeez, I got so excited that I'm blushing probably. At least my face feels so hot. I mean, if we are over Emma's place, I guess that fireplace thing could work out. Then again, if we are gonna make some kind of fire, I bet Emma must be on in the charge of it. Yeah. Yes, I have. I've been Fire Beach. Hi, kitty girl. Actually, this is kind of off topic, but I've noticed that some people have been talking about this as of lately, and I also kind of want to make a smallish survey out of this. So, when was the last time I actually have been posting stuff? Anyway, like generally speaking, have you guys gotten my videos as they should be arriving to your subscription boxes? Or if you're not if you have hit the notification bell to my channel, have you received the notifications without any problems? Okay, so I guess like generally speaking they work, but there are still like some smaller issues. Okay, that's good to know. And Warrior X Heart, maybe you could draw your OC if you got any. Okay, so I guess it's mainly like a notifications are the kind of like a main issue thingy. Yeah, happy to hear that they're actually like working, because at some point I noticed that a lot of people were like re-uploading or like relinking their content on their community tab since it didn't reach up to people. So I'm happy to hear that my videos don't seem to have that issue. Yeah, same, Emma, same. I don't play cattails either. The main games that I play are Pokemon. Like 95% of the games that I own and actually play actively are Pokemon. So yeah. And don't worry, Kitty Girl, we're talking about Google Plus. That is, I guess, kind of a Facebook, but for Google. So Google is trying to remove that. So the actual Google will remain. It will probably take a while for that to die, though. I actually wasn't awake when YouTube shut down, but afterwards I noticed on Twitter that people got like in semi-panic. That's good, cat lover Lottis. Sounds like you're finding some improvement out of it. Well, on those terms, I survived the YouTube shutdown perfectly because I was asleep. Like, I wake up next morning and the first thing I see on Twitter is like, I think it was like Rebecca Perham from the Let Me Explain Studios being like, YouTube was down. And I was like, wait, what? But it's not April's Fool's Day yet. And then I went to on a YouTube app on my phone and it was fine. And then I looked on my computer and YouTube was fine. And I was like, what is going on? Choice of time zones, I guess. Life hacks 2018. Yeah, exactly. I guess it really depends which way you mean it, Ivy. Do you mean like if internet shut down completely, or do you mean in a sense of like, how would I say it? In a sense of that you still had access to internet, but you wouldn't have it like actively on you 24/7. Okay, CuteFlare Lottis, I hope you had fun. Do I have a secret OC? I don't think so. I may have a couple of OCs, or actually a ton of OCs that I probably haven't shown to the public, or some people may not know about, but I wouldn't consider I have any like quote unquote secret OCs. Also, guys, I have to soon go and be right back. I need to refill my water bottle, so I guess when I be right back, I could leave this thing show like a preview of this map part. Excuse me? Thank you. Yeah, I sneezed. And thank you, Starburst, as well. Or Star Blast. I guess after this frame, I'll be right back, and when I come back, I can show a preview of this map part. Okay, well, I'm gonna be right back. I shall leave you enjoy this. How Tigerclaw is fully looking, and after that, I will show a proper preview of this map part, so stay tuned for that, I guess. So, yeah, I'll be back in a moment. Operation water bottle filled and breath visit to the toilet completed. I'm back. Which also means that I actually can give you guys a proper preview. So let's switch the view. And what did I actually miss? Okay, I didn't miss much. Okay, anyway, let's share the entire screen. And here we go. This is the proper preview of this map part, the election of 1800s for Nina's map, or Nirawa's. The playback on the stream may be a little bit more laggy, but yeah, I guess you get the proper visual idea. Flare on your comic called Yellow looks like those are Tigerstar, Goldenflower, and Patchfeld. The designs may be similar, but the characters are not accurate. Only teeny tiny bit of shading left. Or what seems teeny tiny bit is actually, I would say, for the frames. Thank you, Nina. I hope you like it. It's pretty much only like Tigerclaw's shading, or Tiger Stars. Actually, in this, he's Tigerclaw still, but like, I still need to finish shading him. Then I have the, on this first scene here, I have Goldenflower that I still need to animate, and then after I finished shading Tigerclaw and finished animating, or, well, lighting, coloring, and shading Goldenflower there, who is the last animated bit on this part, then I have to just do the backgrounds and special effects, and boom, this map part is done. It's so close! And as I said at the start of the stream, I estimate that this will be maybe 2 more weeks, and this is done, unless something comes up to my way, but November! I'm feeling lucky. Okay, I guess this is okay previewing for now. What's the name of those again on your comic? So I suppose you're talking about Yellow. The characters are Tulip, who is the yellow cat. Jake is the brown tabby one, and then the white and black one is Michael. Those are the names of the characters. Okay, let's switch the view again. So it's focused on Animate. Here we go. I probably will be shading a couple of more frames before I end the stream. But so far, if somebody has to or is about to leave soon, I've had a blast. This stream has been great, and thank you everyone so far who has joined. I hope you have had as good of a blast as I've had. You guys definitely make it always worth it to host these streams. So, thank you from the bottom of my heart that you bother to come over and watch these things. Glad you find this at least somehow interesting. I guess, Kitty Girl, you have to find out. Are you speaking of Spoon? Are you speaking of like in a sense with animations, or are you speaking in a sense of like with everything? Okay, Warrior X Heart. I hope you had fun. Animations. Okay. What is my stand on it? Okay, let's actually take this a couple of years back, or not a couple of years. Um, from my personal point of view, I like when things are like, 100% made by someone or like 100% made by me. I'm very stubborn when it comes to like how things look because I want things to be very precise. The problems of being perfectionist. But as of lately, let's say during the past couple of years, I've slowly come to the realization that colorists are actually they are a good thing, and I've noticed that this debate is like very prominent among the storytime animators, and I don't see anything wrong with it as long as it's consistent and it actually like follows the same guidelines throughout the entire video, if that makes sense. Colorists or like animators in general to help you make your videos, I think it's great, and it's wonderful that some people out there are actually willing to help artists to make their visions come to life. But as long as it stays like it looks the same basically, that it kind of like, I don't say it has to like mask away the fact that many people are working on the same projects, but as long as there is consistency among the project, I think that is like the best that you can honestly come up with the colors. Hi, Harn Fjör. I'm very sorry, I probably mispronounced your username. Welcome to the stream. Well, yeah, generally speaking, I don't think colors are really a bad thing. And I actually, what irks me so much about this debate is that people who obviously have no idea how much like work and effort go behind like every animation and such, like first they want more content out of people, which is, I guess, understandable. If they will enjoy a person's content, then I mean that's good, that's fine. But when the demand starts to get too high, of course it's understandable that the artist can't like answer to it on its own. But what I find ridiculous is that people go in there like people actually like going ahead and actually telling the artist or shaming them from like asking for help for coloring or animation in order to actually produce more content. That is downright disgusting because sure, I know it's not gonna look exactly the same if there are multiple people, especially different animators working on the same projects. But at the same time, the fact that you're demanding more out of this person, but then they can't ask for any help to speed up the production, and then you start shaming them for it. I mean, that's a new kind of low. That's absolute crap. Yeah, definitely. They are not bad or lazy. I think it's honestly like even a smart move to ask people to help out to, like, color your animations or help you out with some animations, since, like, especially if you were trying to make a living out of it, there is no way in heaven that you could, like, produce, let's say, more than 2 videos a month without actual team behind it. Like, that's insane. Yeah, Nina, that's a very good point. Actually, no, it's 2142. I guess you had a clock for Russia. So what are you guys doing in the chat, apart from watching the stream? If you happen to be doing something else than watching the stream, what are you doing? Are you also animating, or are you drawing, or are you just browsing through the internet? Working on a map part, drawing, hiding under a blanket, stuff work, editing, drawing. Wow, that's actually very diverse. Things of stuff that people are doing. Good luck with your map part, Nina. What are the people who are drawing? What are you drawing? And I guess, Emma, how's your editing doing? You can do it! Gotta love that winking Tigerclaw, am I right? Oh, that's great! I can't wait to see this map finished. Although I've been one of the people that has been holding it back, but I bet this map will be worth of the wait. Actually, you want to see the lickable frame? I think it's here somewhere. Yeah, here. Look at that majesty. The choice of lip syncing, am I right? Yep. Liquid double C. Oops. Oh, that was nothing. Never mind. There are some conventions in Finland that are actually like, I wouldn't say more like a, how would I word this? There are some conventions in Finland that are kind of like they welcome foreign people in there, but those are a little bit more of like the bigger conventions. I mean, the entire idea of this map part is basically Tigerclaw trying to be all like, hey, I almost murdered your leader, but you know what? It doesn't matter because I'm so handsome anyway. Oh, my comic diary is unfortunately still a work in progress. I actually haven't got around to work on it. Unfortunately, I still have like 2 weeks worth of days to do. So yeah, that's still a thing. It hasn't slipped my mind. I eventually will sit down and get through them. Eventually. As long as I don't start spending like an hour a page again, it should be fine. Then again, easier said than done. Do you plan on drawing a pizza on your OC after this? Ah, no. I actually one day, if I can afford it and or so, I would definitely love to try and go some kind of like American convention as well. But we shall see. That may happen like in way in the future. I try my best not to. Thank you for the concern though. While Finnish people do prefer their own privacy, they are like, especially on the countryside, there are some neighborhoods in Finland that are actually like, they prefer to work together as a group. So, yeah. here is definitely like here we have like a written language, like every single country, but also we have this kind of like different ways of speaking Finnish, which may cause some confusion between some Finns. Like if I were to talk someone from Turku, for example, or someone else that has very heavy it's not exactly an accent. I'm not sure, does it have like a English word? I guess dialect is one, but I'm not sure. But like basically if I spoke with someone let's say from Lapland or from Turku, I probably would have a challenge in time to understand what they're saying because the way we are speaking is very different. If we are especially talking about someone who has born there and lived their entire life there. I'm actually part of Finland that actually has a little bit easier spoken Finnish language, which is nice, I suppose. Yeah, they do. Oh boy. Sometimes I feel like the Helsinki has completely different language because they have a lot of words that are kind of like um yeah, they got their own words that are like used specifically in Helsinki. That's interesting. Oh, mango is great. Ah, are they? I wasn't sure where Kura was from, but I was aware that they are Finnish. Ah, which state or convention? I guess it would depend on because like if I would go to United States, I guess I would like if I would go to convention, I would probably like to go to a convention with like a artist alley possibility, or just in generally speaking, maybe like a Comic Con, VidCon, or this kind of stuff. Wolf is actually currently on at NecoCon, which sounds fun. Like I would be curious about it too. Rautayrtti. Ei mitään hätää. It basically means there is nothing to worry about. Yeah, Finnish. What I've heard of, and I guess I kind of can agree on that, is one of the most difficult languages in the world. Of course, not in a level like Japan or Chinese, Japanese or Chinese, but like, yeah, our language is tricky. Mainly because of the dialect differences. That's like the, I guess the, um, not the main issue, but that definitely plays a part there. Iro animates really nicely. I'm like honestly blown away by their animations. Rautayrtti is iron herb. I've never seen that word in English, to be perfectly honest. Sure, Spoon. Thank you very much. Yeah, something around that. Like, that sounds like Finnish to me, but But definitely, like, if you guys feel like you want to visit Finland, like, I highly like, go for it. If you're afraid of the language barrier, like, honestly, there is nothing to worry about, because most of the Finns know English, so there is definitely, like, why it's not filling properly. Okay, the problem is here. Oh, that was a simple problem. Thanks, Animate. Well, like, most of the Finnish people know English, at least the very basics of it, and Finnish people will help you. And in general, we are very polite, so there is nothing to be afraid of. Unless if you really want to go to a bar and experience some swearing old Finnish dudes, but I personally wouldn't recommend that. But oh well, whatever suits your boat, I guess. If you really plan on learning Finnish, then good luck with it. I honestly upload to anyone that actually bothers learning Finnish. Yes, Emma, we are right back at it. My favorite animal is a cat, in case that wasn't obvious. Mm, I kind of feel you there, Spoon, since I'm also. Um, okay, I've gotten better about it, but I'm still somehow insecure about how I look. So, yeah, I feel you there. Although I guess, again, since I'm extroverted, I don't want it to prevent me from going to anywhere. But, yeah. That's an amazing skill, Ivy. Like, honestly. And again, I've like when I was in the kindergarten and like throughout my entire like school life, like elementary school, uh, the main reason I was bullied was because like my appearance, and then well, what I did. So yeah, those demons still haunt me every now and then. So that's the main reason why I'm a little bit, or yeah, a little bit still insecure about how I look and what I do, especially on this country that is like more inhabited by introverts rather than extroverts. So for me, it's actually kind of like, yeah, hi. I mean, at least your like appearance is not holding you back, Ivy. Am I right? Finger guns. Nina, no, that's mean. Oh yeah, I don't like makeup either. I prefer like natural beauty, and plus because I have this kind of like sensitive skin, so that's also another reason why I don't like, putting makeup on. So yeah. But anyway, back to the convention conversation. Ah, are you like speaking of like speaking generally like where I'm planning to go next, or more of like towards the USA direction? Spoon. Thanks, kitty girl. Hey Nina, let's be ugly together. Hmm. At one point, I was actually looking at like some conventions, like in Europe in general, and yeah, my site again landed on Germany because apparently there seems to be like semi-international Comic Con Comic Con conventions that are more of like more of the international side, which which got my attention. But like for this year, my conventions are actually done for. Um, I was hoping that there would be like one convention at my studying city, but that convention didn't happen, so I won't be going there. I will. My school is gonna make a design market where I will be go where I'm gonna go and sell stuff. So I mean that's something. But when speaking about like conventions for this year, I don't have any more conventions that I'm going for. So my site is again on to 2019 conventions. want to say something to Nina's comment, but I won't say it because it will turn out in so many levels of wrong. So I probably leave it as that. Hi Maudi, welcome to the stream. No, I won't say it because it's so like it would be dumb. And I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable, so yeah. Maybe it's better that I keep my mouth shut. And just like Harn is saying, like who you are on the inside is what truly matters, and that is true. I honestly hate that how society nowadays gives so much pressure about how you should be looking. Like in general, like giving these set rules what is considered to be beautiful and what is considered not acceptable. Like that's honestly something I find very infuriating. I guess in that sense, I really like Finland as a convention country because trains! You don't have to fly anywhere unless you really want to, but yeah. I guess choice of living in a smaller country, I guess. Question mark? Okay, Nina, if I'm a beautiful cinnamon roll, you know what? I can't bring myself to say it. Okay, if I'm beautiful cinnamon roll, you're gonna be gorgeous cupcake. So deal with it. Ishin bin Bay Bershe. Sure, Spoon. I can try. Although the latest like convention videos that I've made them literally on the last minute. Thus, I've left out the English subtitles. But I mean, if the next convention video that I manage to do, I manage to make it early enough, I can see about the English subtitles because it seems like people are genuinely interested about it. Like even if they won't be able to come to the convention, but seem to be interested about the language regardless. So yeah. Oh, watermelon is great. Although please chill with the caps. Caps lock, I mean. I'm so tempted to read out loud the German that is floating into the chat. I have not read Crowfeather's Trial, but I'm planning to, so please no spoilers. Okay, let's see. Ich bin bei, ich habe Zoe gesehen. Mein got der. That was the weird sound that was taught to me. It was something between Ash and Jet. Heist, Mickey, und meine Katze heißt Yuki. That's some epic fail German for you. But it was great to actually get to know some German people during my exchange. To actually like have a chance to talk other Germans aside from animators, like just to get a more of like a general view. And like it also deepened my interest to the country itself and feel like, for example, in this case, like, hey Nina, wanna meet in real life someday? I'm so interested in visiting down to Germany. I actually how is there actually an easier way to call you? Anyway, the Norwegian accent that you were referring to, I'm actually studying Swedish, or Swedish is the like secondary language after English that Finnish people are mandatory to learn. So I guess that that Norwegian, quote unquote Norwegian accent came from there. I'm not gonna say my real name because I still prefer to have some privacy. And those who have met me face to face basically may get to know it. But due to privacy reasons, I am not very comfortable sharing my name online. But if you really, really want to know, my first name is basically Mint in Finnish. But yeah, that's all I'm really gonna say. Yes, Finns do hate Swedes. Thank you for pointing that out. Half of the population, if not more, of the Finnish people agree with you. And we still have to learn Swedish. It's okay, Starblast. I've actually like the first time I went to Japan, we actually landed on Amsterdam, and that those 2 hours we spent on the airport has been basically my visit to the like Netherlands. So, whoops. I wouldn't mind visiting Netherlands though. Like I found Netherlands very interesting country. Yeah, Finland and Sweden have a very long history, just like Finland and Russia. Sure, Spoon. I'll call you Spoon. Sounds like a good deal. I guess it's okay. I'm not sure what you're exactly asking there. I'm not sure whether it's taken. You have to ask YouTube that. And actually, when we were talking about me being the cinnamon roll and me labeling Nina as a cupcake, I'm gonna draw you as a cupcake. I'm drawing Nina as a cupcake. I try to prove a point. Yes, you're a sex cupcake. How are the ears? This is Nina as a cupcake. Nina as a sexy cupcake. And I send it over to her. Yes, you're a furry cupcake now. You can't escape your fate. What can I say? I got a wild imagination. Oh, that's clever, Spoon. That's very clever. I'm not actually sure about the mountain facts. It could be true, and it may be something that we have maybe gone through at elementary school, but yeah, I can't remember for the life of me. See ya, Star Plus 14. I'm really happy to hear that. You enjoyed here. I have not heard news like that. Oh, I may be actually done with the shading by Monday. Oh, I'm so close. Hi, Michael Turshik. Welcome to the stream. Actually, another thing that I found very fascinating, like when I was on the exchange, that how like German seems kind of like language that you speak from the back of your throat. Like it's very dry language, if that makes any sense. Of course, they have some of those noises, but like for the most of the time when I was listening some Germans to speak, they were kind of like speaking from the back of their throat, and I just sat there, stared at them, and I was like, doesn't that hurt? Bonjour. I actually haven't studied like I haven't properly studied any like languages apart from like English and Swedish, like if we're talking about school level. But I've noticed that I'm more talented with languages than math, so I'm more of like a language person or linguist. I tried to make a smooch noise, but my lips were too dry for that. Hi, Crystal Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Thank you. Oh yeah, Nina, you were studying biology, right? I'm afraid there will be soon war in the chat box below, in the chat about whether Latin is a dead language or not. Oh no! Oh no! Oh! What is your least favorite part about college? Huh. Honestly, I got nothing. I've enjoyed every single bit of it. Like ever since I got out of high school and actually got to this university to study like graphic design, I've loved every single bit of it because, or yeah, I've loved every single bit of it. Sure, there are certain courses that tend to be maybe more annoying than others, but like generally speaking, I don't have any complaints at all. And again, I'm also like generally go happy lucky person, so yeah. I got no issues. And like honestly, like if any of you are still in high school or like middle school or secondary school or whatever, like whenever you get past high school and actually get to study what you want, like honestly, that's the best thing ever. And the studies become like many times more interesting than they were before. Like that, that's almost a promise that I can make. Of course, it depends on a country how much work you have to do for courses. Finland, fortunately, is actually pretty lightweighted, at least at least as long as you do your like assignments on time and such, and don't fall too much behind. It's actually very handleable or handleable. Is that even a word? I mean, for me, high school was a great time too. Like, it wasn't as bad as people made it seem. No, I'm not a doctor. I'm studying to be a graphic designer. Although my true passion lies in storytelling, so the chances of me actually working on a graphic design field for too long is kind of slim. But I still enjoy graphic design enough to actually like consider working on the field. So it's win-win. Kicked because of lack of absence. or something else. This is what happens when like two people passionate about languages are in the same freaking chat. Oh no! Oh no! Okay, I guess I show it. Hi Hanami, welcome back. That's unfortunate, Ivy. I hope it doesn't end up going that well. I mean that way. What are words anymore? Oh, Emma, you have missed so much language discussion from the past half an hour, I guess. So, yeah. I'm starting to stare at the clock and I'm like, I maybe should start finishing off the stream. But at the same time, I'm so intrigued. I'm so curious how this language war or debate is gonna end that I don't want to finish the stream because the language war is still going on. And I'm dying by curiosity how it's gonna end. Will we find conclusion or will we not? Good job, Emma. Good job. How's the editing? It's actually 11:30 right now. Whoops. Maybe I should start preparing my evening tea. And I was actually planning that if I'm not gonna get too tired, I'm actually gonna smack Nina with something over Twitter, maybe, or over Discord. Because I kind of got inspired and I kind of want to doodle it before I go to bed. So unless everyone wants to see Nina's reaction, I can doodle it like secretly on the stream. I've actually, Maudi, I've actually considered doing like a Discord server, as many YouTubers have been doing as of lately, but I haven't gotten around it. So if you want to keep in touch with these people, go ahead and start gathering some DeviantArt or Twitter information. I mean, I can personally like recommend like everyone who comes on my streams and actually are chatting on the chat, like People, be friendly with one another. You all seem like awesome human beings. Let's just be a huge nerdy friend group and just have friendly discussions about Latin or whatever. Okay, judging by what Emma is currently saying, maybe the Discord server will happen sooner than you think. Okay, actually, I'm gonna save this. And I want to do my little thing because I want a reaction out of Nina. Targeting my fellow animators because why the frick not? So let me open up another program. You were a bad boy last year? What happened? Okay, I'm actually gonna do this little doodle off screen, so my apologies for people, but I will reveal this. This is going to be related what we have been talking about it as of lately. And because this is going to be a doodle, don't expect this to be great. Please and thank you. Oh, this is going to be beautiful. Or this is actually looking already very beautiful. I wonder, do I have a time to pick up a reference sheet? Or I guess... Okay, I'm almost done. I'm like halfway through. This is going to be beautiful. Did I actually have a mouth on the original? Yes, I did. Okay, let's do the second line art. Okay, how do I come across with this? Actually, I could add a tail. How long is that set tail that I'm thinking about? DeviantArt. Okay, maybe I'm actually gonna get the reference sheet while I'm at it. Okay, so it's long and thin. Perfect. I'm not gonna be 100% accurate with it, but whatever. This is oh. This is gonna be great. Okay, that tail is maybe too long. Yeah, I'm sorry, this is taking more than 5 seconds. Okay, and I'm halfway through with the line art. No! I did the second bit of the line art on the wrong layer. No! Actually, for the second part, I just hide these things or make it super opacity, whatever, that barely no one can see. Okay, let's actually share my screen again. Okay, how do I actually do this? Thank you, kitty girl. For a doodle, this is actually like quick with double C. Okay, how do I come across about this? Okay. Oh, this is gonna be great. Ah! Okay, I colored this first. This coloring is gonna be quick. Do I actually have... No, I don't. Okay, where is Mint's rough sheet? May I have my reference sheet? Oh, there it is. This is gonna be way too dark. This is gonna be ridiculous. And this is gonna be a cinema roll that has sugar on it. Don't question it. Because this cinnamon roll seems so burnt already. Maybe. Maybe it was you. But then again, maybe you saw nothing. Okay, I'm gonna use a little cheat for the tail that I usually don't, but whatever. Yeah, that's accurate enough. Okay, that's okay. Not the way I usually do her stripes, but for the sake of this quick thing, it's gonna be fine. Oops. Okay, for the sake of how ridiculous this is. Oh, maybe a little bit darker. There we go. And now for the grand finale, which is boom. Oh, this seems perfect. Oops, wrong way around. very sorry if I don't get your design 100% accurately, but I hope it still gets the point across. Okay, for the sake of cupcake, I'm not gonna get that accurate, but I guess I still try to be somehow accurate. These shall be the sprinkles. It would be amazing to find a middle point. Oh, that's nice. Okay, final touches. AKA the color of the eye. Yeah. Boom. Here we go. I'm done. I guess it's a good finish for the for the stream actually. So I'm actually gonna post this on Twitter. Unless Nina got something against it. For the sake of showing to the Oh, I forgot a thing. I forgot something. Should I post this on DeviantArt? I mean, it's only a doodle. It's nothing proper. There. Fine, by the popular demand, I will post this on DeviantArt. Anyway, I think this is a perfect note for actually finish off the stream. So, yeah, enjoy the sexy cupcake Nina and Laramon roll. Where do I actually save this? But yeah, let me actually stop sharing. So actually finishing off this stream will be a ton easier. Oh boy. But oh my gosh, this stream has been a roller coaster, and I don't mean it in a like a bad way. This stream has been amazing. Thank you so much who tuned in, and especially for those who kept the chat alive. This is actually, I think this was the biggest stream I've had for the longest time. So thank you everyone who came along. There was barely any moment when the chat was silent or didn't move at all. So thank you everyone for your activity. Thank you for every question that everyone has asked throughout the way. Are you going to bed now, or are you still gonna be on Discord? I still have to have something little to eat before I go to bed, so I will still be on Discord for a while. I will toss this picture first on Twitter. I will post this on DeviantArt tomorrow because it's quite late here. It's actually 11. Whoops. So because of the popular demand, I will toss this to DeviantArt. But yeah. So have a good night, everyone. Thank you very much for joining in, and I shall see you guys in the next stream.